Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome to Big Ambitions, a role-playing business simulator game where we rock up in New York and we try to make our fortune in the world of business. And this game sort of lets you do it your own way. That's one of the big selling points of the game. It is quite open in how you can approach things. We could, if we want to, open up a series of smaller shops. We could just work on one great big gigantic shop. We could sell just one thing. Maybe we want to be known and make our fortune by just selling sandwiches. Or we could diversify and maybe sell sandwiches in one store and laptops in another and cars in another, that kind of thing. There is a lot of freedom in how you can play, and also because it is a role-playing game, we have to look after ourselves. We need to eat and rest and look after both our physical and mental health, and of course if things are going quite well and we do have a little bit of extra money, we do get to buy things to treat ourselves, like an apartment or a sports car or a nice new teapot or whatever. Now if it looks a little bit familiar, we did play the demo quite a while back, but now we are back with the 0.5 early access version, which does have a lot more going on since the last time we played, including, interestingly, rivals. There are now rivals out there who can try to cause us problems and steal our employees and such like, which does add a little bit of extra challenge, because I think before you were just kind of out there relatively unopposed, but now we've got people who don't want us to buy our lovely new teapot, so we'll need to deal with them as we play as well. So do you know what, here we go, enough waffling on, let's get on with it, shall we? Time to dive in and play some Big Ambitions. Okay, first things first, we have to pick whether we want to play on story mode or whether we want to create our own custom game. Now at the top of story mode, it does say in a big green box, recommended for new players. And technically, we are not a new player. We did play the game before. I mean, it was quite an early demo, but we have played the game before. I think maybe we're going to go for a custom game. I think I can possibly remember a tiny bit of what we did before, and we might be able to muddle through. As I recall, when you played the story mode, Uncle Fred, there's Uncle Fred. Hello, Uncle Fred, how are you? Uncle Fred helps you out. So Uncle Fred kind of tells you what to do and where to go, buy this, buy that, and Uncle Fred gives you money on the way and all that kind of stuff. I think he might even give you a car as well. And you know, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. But I think maybe we go for a custom game and give ourselves a little bit of a challenge. I mean, I might come to regret this, but I think let's go for a custom game and we shall try to go it on our own. Oh, okay, right. We get to choose many exciting things. So how about we go for a starting age of 20 years old, and then in terms of starting money, why don't we play it like we've just rocked up in New York and we don't really have any money at all? I don't think we should start with zero because that's going to be quite bad, but I think maybe let's give ourselves the exciting lofty sum of $50 to begin with. Let's just begin with a very small amount of money. I think that'd be quite good, and that's quite a good amount of money, isn't it? $50. We can probably get something to eat for that, and then everything else we're going to have to work quite hard to earn. We're going to have to try and get a job, we need to then get some sort of loan secured so we can probably get an apartment, and then things to furnish the apartment, and then we need to get into our actual business side of things. So I think, yeah, it could be quite challenging. Rather than having Uncle Fred just kind of handing things to us on a plate, we're going to try and earn all the things that we're going to get here. We're going to try and work really hard to make something of ourselves over in the Big Apple. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's begin with $50 to our name in New York and see how we go. And today we are going to be playing as the one and only Bernard Cupboard. There is Bernard there. Hello Bernard, lovely to see you again. So I think, yeah, when we played the demo of Big Ambitions all those months ago, we played as Betty, didn't we? So I think now it's only fair to give Bernard a little go. So there you go, Bernard, over to you. Now, in terms of your appearance, it's sort of okay in terms of your body shape and your face and your hair and all that kind of stuff. There are two things I think we do need to look at. Number one is your lack of facial hair, Bernard, because normally when Bernard appears in the Geek Cupboard, he is big, beardy Bernard. He normally has a great big bushy beard, but I don't think in this game we can give him a beard. I think Bernard has to begin clean shaven. I mean, over time, maybe a beard will grow. That's kind of how that works. That's a biological thing. So possibly as we play the game, he will grow a great big bushy beard. But I don't think we can start with one. There's just not any kind of facial hair options, which is a little bit of a shame. So we can't begin the game as big bearded Bernard. We're going to have to begin the game as big beardless Bernard, which is a little bit weird. It goes against all the normal Geek Cupboard rules, but there we go, not much choice. So that's a bit of a shame. And the other thing that we do need to look at right now, given that we can't give you a beard, we at least need to look at your clothing. Because the default clothing you've been given is fantastically bland. Look at that, not a splash of colour anywhere. So can we please change your clothing around, Bernard, and just make it a little bit more interesting? So I'm thinking, given that Bernard is turning up in New York with only $50 to his name, I don't think anything like this is going to go. I don't think kind of fancy suits and things are going to be the right thing. I'm thinking more casual wear. I'm thinking this because the top half, at least, is yellow, which is Geek corporate colours. So I quite like that. That's okay. Anything else might look okay. Could go for a sort of a Geek corporate blue, possibly. That's okay. I don't mind that so much. We can scroll down. There's, yes. Oh, there's 3. There are 3 different types of amazing shirt to choose from. Okay, yep, these are the best things. We're having these. Away with all you lot. Away with you, boring yellow top there. We're going to go for one of these amazing shirts. Oh, look at these. These are completely amazing. How about... I quite like that one. I think I like that one. It's got the lovely kind of bright blue. It's got hot pink. It's got very sort of exciting oranges. It's got darker sort of bits over here. Yeah, I like that. That is very good. I mean, we didn't look at any of these. But I mean, they're pointless. No, we're having that one. We're going for that one because that's completely amazing. Please tell me there's some sort of trousers, shorts thing to complement it. Please tell me there's a similar thing. Okay, I don't think we can scroll up or down with these. So these are the set sort of leg wear things we've got. They're all quite drab in terms of colour. Well, they've got some colours. I don't really like the stripes down the side. I don't think it goes with your shirt. They look kind of like sportswear things, and your shirt is not a sportswear kind of thing. They're all quite drab. They've just got that and no other kind of choices. Oh, okay. That's not so bad. That kind of goes. That sort of works. Yeah, I think we'll go for that for lack of anything else, really. I mean, is that okay? I don't like the stripes. I think, yeah, we'll go for that. Because Geek corporate yellow, we didn't have it on the sort of t-shirt thing. So we'll have it on the shorts. And then shoes. Please tell me there's some incredibly loud shoes. How about yellow? Yellow shoes. The yellow's not quite as vibrant as I would like it to be. It's a little bit sort of... It's a muted kind of a yellow, isn't it? Yeah, the colours aren't very vibrant on that. Okay, they're sort of fancy shoes. I don't think that goes. That doesn't go. They are also shiny shoes. Please, there's got to be something good here. Oh, yes. Pink or blue? Oh, it's the blue. It's the blue. We've got the Geek corporate colours in. We've got them in. Geek corporate blue, Geek corporate yellow, and then the best shirt in the whole known universe. Yeah, okay, right, wonderful. Bernard, you fashion icon, you. I think we're ready to go. Away to New York with us. Okie doke, here we go. Bernard has arrived in New York. There he is there. So I think right now, before we go and do anything else, we should ask a very important question. Say it along with me, everybody. Is spacebar pause? And yes, I can happily confirm that spacebar is pause. Well done, game. Good job. Right, now that time's paused, let's go and take a little look around. What do we have going on? So there is Bernard standing outside this little kind of shop just here. That's the El Gato food market. And then over here, we've got Bernard's 3 kind of things that we do need to look after. He's got energy, he's got a kind of food drink meter thing, and he's got happiness. We have $50 in our pocket, and that's it. It's Monday of day 1. It's 8:30 in the morning, and that's kind of it. That's all we have. We don't really have anything else. We have no car. We have nowhere to live. We've got nothing to do. We have a phone and that sort of it. So we can use our phone to look at various things. We can look at Google Maps, which is quite fun. But yeah, so we need to sort of go and get ourselves some money, I think. And there is a shop right there. So possibly we should nip to the shop and possibly get a job, and that'll earn us a little bit of money for the day, which we could then use on getting some sort of food or whatever. The only thing is, we are quite worn out. Look. We're quite exhausted. I mean, is it worth, with our $50, possibly nipping somewhere and buying ourselves a bit of a zesty drink? So we could possibly give ourselves a bit more energy to then go and get a job. Is that a good idea? And maybe it is. I don't know. So again, look, this is a whole voyage of exciting discovery into the unknown. There's a kebab shop. I was thinking more like a tea shop or getting like a nice sort of fizzy drink or something. How about fruit? It's closed, opens in an hour. Some lovely fruit might give us some energy because we are quite tired. We are quite exhausted. Unless, hang on, there were some benches over there. Can we just sort of sit on a bench for a while and get some energy back? And then maybe go and do, say, half a day's work? Maybe that's what we should do. There was a bench over here, look. So if we just click to sleep. I don't want to sleep on the bench. Although I suppose, times are hard. Maybe we should. What if... we can choose to the minute how much we sleep. Okay, how about we have a little 2-hour... I'm going to say we're not properly lying down and sort of curling up and sleeping on the bench. We're just sort of resting. We're not sleeping. We're just resting. So if we rest for 2 hours on the bench... It's been a long journey for Bernard to get here. It's taken a long time. So yeah, he's a little bit worn out. So have a little sit down on the bench and... Okay, we have a little bit more energy now, which is quite good. So maybe, because this shop is here, we could pop in and get a job. I would quite... there was a bookshop around here. Do the bookshop have vacancies? Because that seems like a fun place to go and work, in a lovely bookshop. Can we go into the bookshop? It opens in... how long? Opens in 3 hours. Opens at 2 o'clock on a Monday. What kind of business model is that in New York City? Sure you want to be open all the time? Okay, ran into a bin possibly. Okay, let's go and get a job in here. I imagine we can go into here and have a look around. Well, how do we get a job? The shop barriers. It's very busy in here. It's very, very busy. Job boards. Okay, right. Job board, job board, job board. There are 3 job boards. I don't know if they offer different jobs. Serving customers at the cash register. So between 8 in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, $25 per hour. Do you know what? Yeah, let's accept that job. We shall do that. So today we have a day off. Okay, so we can't do much about today. We're just going to have to sort of wait for today to go away. And then tomorrow we can come in here and we can do a little bit of work. Now, what are we going to do in the intervening time? I'm not entirely sure. Possibly buying some food might be quite a good idea. But maybe from the food place where we just were, that'd be quite a good idea as well. Although also, we do need to look after our happiness. And I think the only thing we can do for happiness right now is try and find... I think you get happiness from parks. I think if you go into a park and you can have a little wander about, that does make you happy because, you're embracing nature and such like, which is quite good. So I think, go back into here. Let's enter the building. Can we buy this stuff? As I recall, you have to buy this stuff and then put it in a fridge or something. But surely we can have like a soda can and we can buy some fresh food. Fresh food, I imagine, is like apples and stuff. It's like vegetables. So if we just go to fresh food and buy some apples and then buy ourselves a nice kind of zesty can of soda, that's fine, isn't it? Can we drink these things? I think we should be able to. You need a shopping basket. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. We need a basket. Yes, of course. It's all coming back to me now with this game. So if we go to there, grab ourselves a soda can for 3 of our $50, and then grab ourselves a bit of fresh food. We might need possibly another bit of fresh food. Although it's not going to be in a fridge. So how long is it going to last? I think maybe... we will stick with that for now. I mean, this might be a terrible thing to do. I've got no idea. We'll go to the checkout and we shall place our order. Is an odd terminology for going to the shop, but there you go. We'll place our order of the food we want. Okay, so now in a paper bag we have, there you go, soda can food. They're in a bag. We will drink the soda. Oh, there we go. Look, that gave us a little bit of a boost. And then I don't know how much kind of food stuff that gives back. So maybe we'll wait for a while. I'm thinking, can we find the park to maybe have a little wander about and get our happiness up? Let's go to Google Maps, shall we? Is there a nearby park? Do we just go into these bits here? Do we go into the little bits in the middle? No, there's a park. There's a park. Okay, no. So these are sort of private, I imagine. Just keep going that way. Just keep going round the corner. Close Google Maps. It is down here. It's down here. Let's go to the park with our paper bag with fresh food in it. And yeah, we'll see what we can do in the park. I'm not entirely sure what we have to do. I don't know if we need to sort of walk around in the park to get happiness up or what. But yeah, let's head over to the park and we'll see what we can do over there. Oh, this is quite nice. There's a kind of little plaza type thing. That's very lovely. Oh, There's like a little sort of, is that a hot dog stand type thing? Do you know what? I would buy a hot dog if somebody was actually at that. Can we do that? Can that be what we do? Maybe we could sell hot dogs. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go across the road and we shall muse about our potential job options. We're just going to go now. There we go. Because, yes, we do need to think about what we're going to do. We need to think about what kind of businesses we're going to open up eventually. I think right now we need to just sort of get vaguely sorted out. Ah, there you go. We've gone to the park and our happiness has gone right up, which is okay. Oh, and look, we're loving life in the park. Hooray. Oh, we're so happy. We're so happy. Bernard's having a splendid time over here. Oh, can we go swimming? Can we go in? No, we can't go swimming. There's somebody on the floor. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you... Oh, no. I thought you were hurt. I thought you'd fallen over and hurt your ankle. But no, I think you're drinking. Have you got a bottle in your hand? I think you're a little bit... There you go. Yeah, you've got a bottle in your hand. Okay, no. Panic over. I thought maybe I was going to have to call some sort of emergency services. But, oh, there's quite a lot of drunk people around. Okay, there are many drunk people around. Lots of people standing around. And you guys are just on your phones. I assume... Are you calling for help? For all the drunk people? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, right. So there's a crowd of people here, but they're all just kind of very static. They're not doing anything. That's fine. We're having a lovely time in the park. I think again, it tells us to sleep on the bench. Can we not just sit on the bench for a bit? Where are we going to stay for the night? I think maybe we might have to just stay the night in the park, possibly, which is a little bit weird. But let's all wander about the park whilst we muse about our potential our potential business options. Because I think, as I recall from when we played last time, I don't think you can open up a tea shop. And that would be my kind of ideal thing. Could we open up a tea shop? If we can, then I would love to do that. But I don't think you can. I think it's all coffee shops. I mean, maybe the tea gets sold in the coffee shop, but the actual name of the shop is a coffee shop specifically, not a tea shop or a little kind of tea room or whatever, which is a little bit of a shame. I mean, maybe it is in the game now, but as I recall from last time, I don't think you could open up a little kind of a lovely tea room of any kind. It would be brilliant. I like the idea of Bernard coming here from where I am, from Northampton in the UK, all the way to New York to try to open up a tea shop, just to maybe show the people of New York the brilliance and the beauty of a lovely cup of tea over their cups of coffee. But I don't think we can. If we can, then we will do it, but I don't think we can. So what do we want to do? I think there are plenty of business types. There are plenty of business things, but what should we go into? Do we go into food? Do we go into sort of, a gift shop? I think the gift shop is what happens in the tutorial. I think you open up a little kind of gift shop with souvenirs and things like that in it, and kind of little sort of gifty things. So maybe we could do that. That might be a good starting point. I'm not entirely sure. We will have to look at what options there are. But yeah, if we can open up a tea room, that would be brilliant. But I'm not entirely sure we can. Maybe fashion. Maybe fashion. I'm sure we must be able to open clothing stores. We must be able to. And given that Bernard is currently the most stylish person in the entire of New York City right now, because just look at him. Also, he's getting very tired. Just look, maybe Bernard could come here from the UK, could turn up in New York and become like a fashion icon. From humble beginnings here, wandering about the park with your paper bag, soon we can have ourselves a great big kind of fashion empire, and everybody in New York can be dressed like this. I like that. Maybe we can make something even better over time. A little bit of R&D. We could get something even better than this. I think, maybe that's what we try and do. Maybe that's what we try and do. Have ourselves Bernard, the New York fashion sensation. Oh yeah, I'd quite like that. I would quite like that. Okay, right now though, nothing much to do. So how about we sit just there. So click to sleep. You can't use a sleeping bench with an item in your hand. So you're trying to tell me, game, that I can't sit down on a bench because I'm holding a paper bag. Are you sure, game? Are you sure? I think I've sat down on many benches throughout my time with things held in my hands, like, for example, a bag, or maybe even one of my own children, and I've managed to sit down on a bench. But, okay, we are quite hungry, so we are going to eat the fresh food. I'm going to imagine it's a lovely selection of, like, fruit and maybe a little cake or something. So we'll eat that. That's got right back up to the top. We're going to go to the bin and press discard, because there you go. We put the paper bag in the bin, and now we can go over here. I mean, it is getting relatively late. I mean, ish. So Bernard's he's been up a while. It took a long while to get to New York. So I think if we wake up... Oh, hang on. Rest on bench. We can only rest for 4 hours at a time on a bench. Okay, we'll start resting on the bench. It's going to get dark. Day 1 summary. We made no profit. We've got no businesses. And now we're woken up at 30 minutes past midnight on a park bench. But yeah, this is part of your journey, Bernard. This is part of the tale of Bernard. He's got to start somewhere. And yeah, he'll look back on this and think, you know what? Those humble beginnings really taught me a lesson to value everything, to value every night that I go to sleep in a bed or whatever. Yeah, I've come to appreciate the smaller things that everyone else takes for granted. But now I'm going to go back and sit on my bench again. Oh, what's that? What's that? It's a little kind of party button. Boogie, sway, swing. Can we dance? Can we dance? Can we boogie? Oh, yes. Okay. Right. We can dance. We can stand in the park near all these people. Hello. We're going to stand in front of you. And we're going to do some dancing if we can. There we go. Let's try and turn around. Hi. Would you like me to throw some shapes? I'm going to do the Macarena at you. There you go. Da, 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 da. Hey, Macarena. Hi. We can do dances. We're going to do the twist again, like we did last autumn. Right, there you go. Look, yeah, we're doing the twist. Magnificent. I don't know why they're in the game, but I'm very glad they are. That's quite fun. Okay, right, hang on. We're just going to go back to our bench now. Hello. And hang on. We'll do a little dance for you as well. Not like that. We'll go here and we'll do... let's do smooth operator. There you go. Hi, smooth operator. Now I'm going to go to sleep on my bench. That's how smooth I am. Right, another 4 hours on a bench. Okay, the sun has come up over New York. Our job starts at 8 o'clock. So maybe now is a good time to start running back to the shop, because we don't want to be late. We want to make sure that we work as many hours as we can to get as much money as we can. Are we going in the right direction? No. Okay, we need to sort of go back over there and go along here. Right, okay, this is all fine. This is all fine. The game is called Big Ambitions, and I think, we're trying to live up to that. We're trying to live up to that. We've spent our first night on a park bench, and we had a drink, and then we ate some food from a bag. So, Big Ambitions is... we have very lofty ambitions, but we have to start somewhere. So, let's try and get back along here. I think we'll be there in plenty of time. I think it's just along the end of here, isn't it? Isn't it along the end of here? And then I think, when the day ends here, when our work ends, which is 4 o'clock, is it? There we go, look. It's open. Can we start work now? How do we start work? We're a little bit early. Do we click the job board? No. Do we click on the thing? Checkout counter right. Oh, there you go. Your shift hasn't started yet. I mean, we're doing nothing else, game. We're doing nothing else. So we shall start working, although I'm a little bit concerned about our food levels. We've got 45 minutes to maybe buy something to eat. Surely at the end of the shift we can get something to eat. So we'll start working. So let's do this. So we've got... Oh, I see. Right. Time is literally ticking by and we are working. We are at the sort of checkout there and time is ticking by normally. I think maybe we should skip time. Fast forward time or skip time. We'll skip a little bit of time until the end of the shift. So to get to 4 o'clock. Right. There you go. We've been paid. We have 239 minutes. Although our metrics are now completely awful. We are starving. We've got no energy. So... let's go and get some food very quickly. So grab ourselves that. And we want to go to here. Get some soda. It's all more expensive now. Why is it more expensive? Prices have gone up. Right. Hello. Yep. I'd like to place this order. I'm waiting in line. I need to eat it now and drink something right now. You're too stuffed to consume this. Really? I just want a drink. Give me a drink. Drink. Okay, right, we've done that. We've got that. Right, a little tiny bit of energy has come back. And then I think we'll go to a bin again because, we respect where we are. So we'll go to the bin, press discard. I know you don't have to do that. I know you can press discard anywhere, but in-game, Bernard is, caring about the environment. He's not going to be a litter bug. And then I think we might need to get back to the park again. We might need to get back to the park because we're very sad. We're very, very glum right now, and the park makes us happy. So let's go over here. It would be quite good if we could find a job nearer to the park, given that that's where we spend quite a bit of our time because it makes us happy. So if we could maybe find a job nearby, that'd be quite nice. Right, we're in the park. Can we please get happier? And I think, is it ticking up? Do we just need to spend more time in the park? I think maybe we do. Okay, we'll just sort of hang around in the park for a bit. Again, this is this is probably not how you're supposed to play this game, but we do have 223 lovely monies, which is magnificent. What if we wait for 1 hour in the park? Just have a rest. What does that do to happiness? Hardly anything. Okay, that's not ticking up as much as I would like. What else can we do that makes us happy? Can we buy some nice food or something? I mean, yeah, that is ticking up a little bit. There's a thing. Hang on, pause time. There's something here which tells us about this. There we go. Right, so our happiness is currently 5%. So we had a walk in the park. Oh, I see. Right, so first job, 25% happiness. Yay, that was okay. We got happy about that. But 30% came from walked in the park. But now 50% happiness has come down because we have no home. Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit of an issue, isn't it? A lack of a house is possibly a little bit of a bother. So how can we sort this out? Because what happens if we get incredibly sad? What happens? Oh, here you go. Positive boosts can be obtained by having money coming in, completing goals, walking in the park, going to the skate park, reading books, exercising, gambling, but only on Friday evenings. That's weirdly specific. Relaxing on your boat. We don't have a boat. Okay, and then yes, negative boost can be sleeping in the car, not having an apartment, going to hospital. And then if it reaches 0, it will have the following impact. Okay, so what happens? So risk of entering periods of sadness, reduced employee happiness, faster decrease of hunger, faster decrease of energy. And there are 2 types of periods of sadness. Period of not eating, you won't be able to eat anything. Period of not leaving home or your vehicle. I mean, we don't need to worry about that so much because we have neither of those. Okay, so we do need to do something that maybe gives us a little bit of happiness. I mean, where is the skate park? Possibly we could nip to the skate park, or could we find somewhere where we could watch TV? Time is paused, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Maybe we use Google Maps to have a look around and see if we can find a place where we could possibly go and watch a bit of TV, like in a bar or something. I'm thinking we could have a drink at the bar and then maybe watch whatever's on the TV, watch the sport or whatever. Can we find such a thing? Oh, right, here we go. This is quite helpful. This is a great big list of all the business types that you can have in the game. So bookstore, clothing store, coffee shop, electronics store, fast food restaurant, florist. That might be quite fun because plants are good. We could just give people the option to have many, many, many plants in their houses and offices and everything else, cars, workplaces, just plants everywhere. Fruit and vegetable store, gift shop, graphic designer. Okay, that's a bit different. Hairdresser, jewellery store, law firm. Oh, that's going to make some good money. Liquor store, nightclub, supermarket, web development agency. Okay, some slightly contrasting things. Bookstore, coffee shop, web development going on. But yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, it did say that reading a book makes us happy. Is it worth possibly trying to find ourselves a bookstore nearby and purchasing a book? That would work, wouldn't it? And then I think maybe the next day, do we do a day of work and then possibly try and get a loan to buy an apartment? Because otherwise, we are going to plunge into sadness. And nobody wants a sad Bernard, because that would just be awful. So maybe if we buy ourselves a book and then go and read the book on a park bench somewhere in the park because the park makes us happy, that might help. Maybe that'll just tide our happiness over for a little while until we can then get ourselves an apartment. And then everything will be fine after that, I'm sure. I mean, there is a bookstore just here. There's also one over there. There's loads around there. There's plenty around there. Here's a good question. What about clothing stores? There's a few over there. Not many round here. Not many in that bit of town. There's a few dotted around there. There's a massive park there. I imagine that might be some sort of park that's in the middle. Say a central type of a park. Okay, so there's a few of those. Coffee shops. I mean, there's not that many. Sure, there's more coffee shops than that. Come on. There must be thousands of these. But okay. Ooh, fancy boat. Okay, right. There's many different things here. I think maybe let's look at grabbing ourselves a book. Let's possibly go and see if we can buy a book. That's a bookstore. That's massive. How many books can you fit in there? Okay, it's closed. It opens in 4. Oh, because it's 7 o'clock. Bother. Okay. Do you know what I am surprised by? There's no bar. There's a nightclub. I suppose that would pass as a bar type thing, but I would have thought there'd be a bar. Rather than a nightclub, just a bar. Go and sit, have a little drink with people. Nightclubs are bigger and louder and noisier. That opens in 50 hours. That opens in 53 hours. Why are nightclubs not opening in New York? This is the city that never sleeps, isn't it? Why is it napping? What's going on? Okay, I'm a little bit concerned about our happiness then. I am a little bit concerned. What we will do is then, I think we might just kind of have to hang around for a bit. We might just need to wait for a bit back in the park. Well, we were already in the park. Have another night's sleep on the bench. Try and get our energy up. Then we'll be hungry. So we'll buy some food from the shop where we work. Then we'll start our shift. And then hopefully then we'll have enough money to then get a loan. I wonder if we can get a loan. Well, not now because it's shut. But I wonder if we could potentially. There is where it's near. As I recall, again, I'm trying to think back to the demo. I think near the place where we work, which I think is there, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Somewhere around here is a sort of bank type thing. I can't see them on there. Can't see any banks, but yeah, we can get a loan. Oh, special buildings. Here we go. Oh, there's more things. Right. Okay. Subways, appliances, banks, car dealerships, casinos, furnishers, gyms, all these other things. Okay. Okay, still no like little bar where you can have a drink, but there you go, bit strange. How about then, yeah, banks. There we go, there's one right there. So we could potentially nip across there. What time do they open? What time do you guys open? 8 o'clock. That's when our shift starts. We might potentially be a tiny bit late for our shift, but I think we check in with them as soon as we can and inquire about a loan. And then we're going to have to use the loan to, number one, buy some sort of place to live somewhere around because we need a house. And then we're going to need to put things into the house, like a bed and a fridge. Then we're going to need some food to put into the fridge so we don't starve. And then we need the rest of the money to open up our first business. But I think, yeah, first things first, let's just try and sort of see through today. I'm a little bit concerned that we might struggle a bit in terms of happiness because, yes, again, we are on the park bench. Hang on. Somebody's... You on the bench. You're wearing the same clothes as us, pretty much. You're wearing the same shirt and I think maybe the same shorts. You've got slightly different shoes on. Bernard's fashion influence is already taking effect. Guys, come and look at this. This person here is dressed like me and it's magnificent. You look very good. You look very good, sir or madam. I can't quite see from up here, but you look wonderful. Yeah, well done. Well done. I mean, yeah, we started that trend. We started that. We're they said the OGs? We're the OGs of that trend. That's one of our designs. That is very good. Well done, you. You look very, very splendid. Okay, right. We need to have a bit of a rest because we're getting tired. So I think let's also see what happens to our hunger. So let's rest for 4 hours. Have a little sit on a bench for 4 hours. We can chat to our sort of clothing buddy. It's fine. And then another 4 hours. I'm concerned about our hunger, but it's, 4 in the morning. So if we now rest for another, just short of 2 hours, and that means it's 6 o'clock. We're full of energy, which is great. And our happiness has crept up a little bit, actually. It's gone back up. Positive revenue. Because we made some money, our happiness went up. Okay, however, our happiness is going to come back down in 6 hours because we're not going to get the 25% boost from our first job anymore. Which, yeah, I get that. That makes sense. So we're currently fighting against kind of happiness and stuff, which makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Also, where are we going? Which direction do we need to go in? I'm a bit lost. We need to come down here. So hang on. Yeah, so it's sort of along here, look. It's along here and then down the next road that's over there, isn't it? Okay, right. So we shall make our way. I think we go across here, don't we? We'll make our way back to the shop. We'll buy some food from the shop where we work before we start the shift. And we'll quickly eat that. And then we'll nip across the road. Ooh, what's that? Electric scooter. We can rent an electric scooter. We can poodle about on a scooter. That sounds quite fun. Not now, with our not very much money. But at some point, yeah, I think it might be quite fun to just sort of, poodle about on a scooter. That could be quite nice. But yeah, we'll grab some food. We will then eat the food. Because, it's breakfast. It's fine. I don't know what we're having for breakfast. Again, a lovely kind of fresh fruit arrangement, I imagine. Something nice. Some more drunk people. There are quite a lot of drunk people around, aren't there? Grab a basket. And we'll do the same thing again. We'll grab ourselves a soda can. Why is it cheaper now? Oh, no. It's more expensive still. Okay, that's a bit strange, but right you are. Right, we shall have that, place that order, wait in the queue, bit price, some money goes on, and we'll drink the drink, and then we'll eat the eat. There we go, right, marvellous. And then we'll come out of here, we shall find ourselves, we need to cross the road actually, don't we? We'll cross the road. Don't you go, you lot. Also, where's a bin? Where's a bin? I'm currently carrying a paper bag. There's a bin over there. Right, we're going to go to the bin. So we're going to pop that into the bin. There we go. Again, I know you don't need to do that, but he's tidying up. And then in 10 minutes, we're going to very quickly run into Jensen Capital and just say, hello, can I please have some money? Because we did a job thing. Aren't we good? I don't know. They might need like 2 shifts or something. So we'll go into here. Hi, we need to do this quickly. I'm supposed to be at work. Office chair. Hi there. New loan. Okay. So... I was going to say, is time paused? Yes, time is paused. So we can sort of poodle about now. We can sort of fiddle about with settings and things. So let's see. What limit of stuff are you allowed to give us? So if we said, okay, can I please have, I didn't look at how much is a house? Oh, contacts. You at the supermarket. Hey, where the hell are you? Your working hours are 8 to 4. Consider this a warning. We're in the bank. I'm very sorry. I do apologise. Oh, and we can call the towing people. Okay, well, we got told off for being late for work. I get that. Yep, that's fine. That is on us. I put my hands up and say, yeah, we kind of planned it. We knew it was going to happen, but we went to talk to the bank people. How much is, say, a house to rent? I didn't go and check how much that was. Can we go to Google Maps quickly? Can we find this out from here? There you go. Residential buildings for rent. Okay, there's one there. Okay, so building is owned. Available for rent. Okay, so if we open that in Bizman, daily rent 72. Right, the initial payment would be $2,322 because we have to put down a deposit. And then, of course, if the contract ends, we get that back. And then it's 72 per day. And then, the cost of the electrical appliances included in the building. Okay, so there are some things in the building already. We don't know what they are. I mean, it might go so far as say, the electrical appliance is a light bulb or two. But that's okay. So, so we need about $2,500 just to get a place for us to live. And then we might need to put some furnishings into there, like beds and such like. So that's going to be quite important as well. And then to get whole business set up, we're probably going to need maybe double that. If we take out, are we allowed, Mr. Bank person? Again, I'm guessing here. Are we allowed to take out 12,500 of your loveliest dollars? Are we allowed to do that? Is that a thing that you would be willing to give us? Given that we don't really have anything going on and we only have $207 to our name right now and we just got a job the other day very quickly at the first place we could find, are you okay with giving us a huge pile of money? I'm going to think, that should be okay. So by the time we've got our sort of living sorted out, we'll be down to about 10 grand. And then we need to get on with the whole business side of things. But I think, yeah, first, we just need to get our own kind of situation sorted out because, you know, Paul Bernard's getting a little bit glum about being in New York for a couple of days and effectively living in a park on a bench, which isn't really that good, is it? So I think, yeah, we'll get our own sort of, our own interests sorted out first, and then we can do the whole business side. But I think, yeah, that'll give us 10 grand to go and get a business premises and then put all the sort of bits and bobs in like we need, like shelves and I don't know, like cash registers, and then to buy the stock in and maybe hire an employee or whatever. So I think that'd be okay. So the total daily payment every day would be $63. I think that's achievable. I think we should be able to do that. So are we allowed this, Mr. Bank person? I mean, is it worth... what about 15,000? 75 per day. Do we need that much money though, or am I just getting a bit greedy with this? Do you know, I think maybe turn it back down. Let's turn it back down to 12,500. No, not 125,000. I mean, I'd be surprised if you were to give us that. Are you willing to give us $12,500 as a loan? Can we have that, please? I'm afraid that's more than we can offer you. With the current economy, we won't be able to land you more than a total of 6,857. Okay, that might be enough to at least get us a place to live. I'm thinking, okay, cancel that, pause time again, pause time. What time do you guys close? Open in Bizman. You lot close, you close at 6. Okay, so I think we'll go and do some work because our boss is cross with us, understandably so. We'll do a day's work, we'll get stuck on a car, and then we'll go and do a day's work. We'll dodge past the drunk. Hello. Right, go into here. We shall do our job because we're supposed to be here. I mean, to be fair, it's not even that late, really. Is it? Right, start working. Okay, and then we'll skip time to the end of the day. We'll see what our current kind of mental and physical state is. Right, for some reason we are absolutely, utterly famished and we are as miserable as anything. We need to get some food very quickly. So we'll get a soda thing again and just some fresh food. We will then join this fairly hefty queue. Yep, here we go. Come on, we should know who these people are now. Come on, Margaret, put me to the front of the queue. I work here, I should get special priority. Right. We've bought some things. We will drink the soda can. We will eat the food. Right, we're okay for that, which is brilliant. We shall find ourselves a bin. There's a bin over here, look. Again, I know I don't need to do this, but it's fun. Right, discard the paper bag, sort of toward the bin. And then let's go and talk to the bank people again. Because now we've made a little bit more money. Possibly their sort of calculations are based on how much we've earned. So if we've done 2 days of work, maybe they'll give us some more money. Yeah, go into here then. Hi, it's me. I'm back again. Remember me? Right, okay. New loan. Can we have 12,500? No, again, I've done it wrong. 12,500 monies. Confirm. 6,857. Okay. Now, this is interesting because our happiness is through the floor. Minus 50 plus 30 plus 20. Oh, the positive revenue's only got 7 hours left. That might pick up again. Because, of course, you know, it will do. We made some more money today, so that's not so bad. But, yes, I think... Why have we got a tick on run one successful retail business? We haven't done those. Oh, they're not... There's a tick on there, but not on that. That's a bit weird. Yeah, that's going to go away. So our happiness could potentially fall through the floor. So I think, for now... we take out whatever loan is being offered. 6,857. I am just curious as to whether, if we leave it until the end of the day, does the new sort of income for a second day in a row factor into those calculations? But I think no. I think we're going to try again. 6,857. Okay, 6,857. Can we please have 6,857 of your finest dollars? That means 34 money per day. That should be okay. Right, so confirm that. Okay, we've taken out a little bit of money and now we've got $7,238. Marvellous. Right, okay, now we need to find a place to go and live. So, again, pause time. Let's go to Google Maps. And then, yes, residential buildings for rent. Okay, so that is That's where we are. There's a few down here. There's a few down there. There's one over there. That looks quite small. How much is that? That is 54 meters squared. That one, oh, that one is also, that's the size of the building, isn't it? We're not buying the entire building. We're buying a room in the building or renting one. 54 meters. Right, okay, these are all teeny tiny. That's 96 meters squared. At the minute, we don't need anything grand. We don't need anything kind of big and flashy. I wonder, where's retail things as well that are for sale? Because if we're gonna end up buying a shop as well, possibly we should be nearby to it. What if we buy... I mean, that's okay. There's one over there. How big is that? 75 meters squared. That is 75 meters squared. That one looks a bit bigger. Nope, apparently that's 75 meters squared as well. Could have fooled me. That looks bigger than those. How big is that one? 225 meters squared. Okay, that's quite big. See, what we should do is, I'm doing this thing again where I want to go, well, do you know what? Let's buy a bigger house and a bigger shop, but we won't be able to afford it. So we're going to go, I think here, we're going to go just there. We shall live in Hell's Kitchen, which sounds delightful. So we'll live over there, and then potentially we could buy that retail unit there, and then, yeah, where's clothing stores? There's one there, and there are no other clothing stores around here, so maybe one just there would sort of be okay. There's loads of clothing around there, which I think makes sense, because that's the garment district. Okay, which makes perfect sense. Why, yeah, there's lots of clothing stores. Over here there's one, so maybe setting up a little clothing shop here would not be such a bad idea. Would that be okay? I think that might be what we do. So we need to make our way to just there. So it's only across the road and along a bit. And yet that's a very technical way of working out where we need to go. So let's very quickly get over here. Please don't run us over, cars. So I think it's along here somewhere, isn't it? Where is it? That's occupied. I'm going to pause time again because I'm not quite sure where it is. Oh, it is a couple of houses along. In fact, set destination. Oh, there we go. Right, we're nearly there. We were nearly there. Right, so over here, this building is available for rent. Is it that one? Available for rent. Yes. Okay. So, can we please rent this building for $2,300? That'll leave us with maths with Penge, about $5,000. Yeah, that's about right. So this is quite big because we're very sad right now and we need to live somewhere. So we are going to rent the building. Okay, we've rented a building and now let's go in. Okay, right. I think maybe, yeah, I pause time again. I think maybe the electronic things that were provided were indeed the light fittings. I think it was 2 round lamps and 1 ceiling lamp tube, and that's kind of it. Okay, so we've got a space here, a space there, and like a bathroomy type space there because it's got tiles and nothing in it at all. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I mean, a bed. A bed would be a good start, wouldn't it? Is there nearby some sort of place where we could buy a bed? Where can we get those from? It would be an appliance store? Does it consider it as an appliance? I suppose there's none of the other things, so I guess it might be an appliance. Okay, yeah, we'll go for that. Let's try and find an appliance store. There's one on the corner. What time do you guys close? They close at 7. We have an hour and a half to run over here and buy ourselves some things. Right, here we go. The clock is ticking. Let's go. Come on, Bernard. We can do this. And it's this way. And they're on the corner. Okay, right. Run down here. And in we go to just there. And, right. Do we need... Here we go. Hand trucks. I remember these. From before. Right. Pause time. We're going to have a look around. Rather than wandering about, going, I don't know where anything is. I'm just going to have a look at where things are. So where do we need to go? Where do we need to go to buy ourselves, say, a bed? These are all industrial fridges and things. We do need a standard fridge. We also do need a bed. Where can we buy a bed from? Can somebody please sell us a bed? Okay, I've looked high and low and I don't think they sell a bed. I think this place here sells furniture that you would use in businesses. There's like a hot dog grill and an industrial grill and an industrial fridge and a bakery kind of shelf thing. So I think it's more sort of industrial furniture and things rather than home stuff. So where do we go to get home stuff? Where do we go to buy, say, a bed? Or, I know, TV possibly might be quite handy because that happiness thing mentioned that watching TV is quite good for you. So, I mean, could we buy ourselves a little kind of fairly cheap television? A furniture store. It says furniture store right there, Penge. It says it right there. Why didn't I see that before? Okay, where is a furniture store? Oh, it's not going to be nearby, is it? It's all the... What time does it close? It closes in 4 hours. Ica. It's called Ica Bohag. Okay, right. Set the destination for that. Park our little... hang on. Unpause time. Park our vehicle. Abandon that kind of hand truck thing. Right, which direction do we need to go in? It's sort of... I'm going to get run over by a lorry. Here we go. Right, it's over in that direction. Okay, this is fun. We're going to have to lug quite a lot of stuff back to our house, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. Right, let's carry on running the now 200 meters or so it's going to take us to get to Definitely Not IKEA for various copyright reasons. Okay, we've arrived at Definitely Not IKEA. How do we get in? Is it through there? Do we go in through here? No. Here we go. Entrance. It says entrance. Okay, I think if you click the building, it just sort of directs you in anyway. Okay, right. We're going to head over here and yeah, we need to buy a few things. So... do we... oh, there's like a little... oh, there's a little place to go and eat. We've got 1 hour. We've got 1 hour to buy all the things we need. Okay, right. We'll get a flatbed because we need that. Okay, right. Again, pause time. We'll keep pausing time as we go round because I don't really know all the things that I'm looking for. So I can't see any beds around here. It looks really good. They've done a very good job of recreating a certain Swedish furniture shop, which we shall not name here for copyright reasons. But yeah, it looks really good. It's like this, and it's got the arrows on the floor and everything. That's quite fun. Okay, right. A lot of these things are very expensive. We just need the basics. We need a bed. I assume this game doesn't have the concept of like toilets and showering and things. I don't think we have to sort of go to the loo or have a wash or whatever. That's sort of just given that kind of happens anyway somehow. So I think that's fine. We do need a fridge. Standard fridge is 1,800 monies. Maybe we can save up for a fridge because that's going to take us down to about 3,000 monies. And we're going to be quite poor. We need a bed. A bed is... there we go. There's a bed. A king-size bed is... can we just have a really awful bed? Just a treadmill is 3,800. There's a standard bed. There we go. Standard bed in a lovely shade of pink. We've got to follow the path. Hang on a minute. Fancy beds. Oh, here we go. Are they standard beds? That's a standard bed as well. That's in blue. I mean, if we could get the one which is in a lovely shade of pink, that'd be quite nice. Can we have that, please? Okay. 400 monies for a standard bed. Computer is 900. Where are... like a television? Where's a TV? There's a gaming setup there. Oh, there's a TV on the wall. 300. Oh, we'll go and grab that. Let's go and grab that. With not much time left. I'm going against the arrows. Sorry, everybody. Please don't hate me. I do apologise. Yeah, we'll have one of these. We shall have an LG 8467NW-43283383343-inch TV. It's got a good catchy name. And if somebody asks you about the model of the telly you've bought, you have to take the day off. That's quite fun. Right, we'll have one of those as well, because that might also help with our happiness. I imagine our happiness is that, yeah, first apartment plus 60% for 5 days. Okay, that's going to be quite good. So I think, hang on a minute, we're down 700. So we're coming up to about 4,000 monies. I didn't mean to do that, but there we go. So I think, yes. Is that all we want right now? Is that all we need? Just a bed and a television, just to entertain ourselves a bit. I mean, do we buy ourselves a chair and a table? Maybe a chair to sit on? Just in case. We'll buy one chair. We'll grab ourselves a regular chair. We'll treat ourselves to a nice chair. And is there anything else that we would like? Anything else particularly right now? I don't think there is. Let's get out of here with hardly any time left. Hello, can I please have these things? I realise you're shutting soon. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. Do we take this with us? I'm going to steal your thing. I'm going to borrow this. I might bring it back. Possibly. Maybe. What goes on in that room? How do I get out? I want to leave now. How do I leave this place? I did want to grab some food, but I don't think we can grab any food from here now. Never mind. Okay. So now, now we need to just head home, do we? Okay, where's home? Oh, home is quite far away. Okay, we've got to walk all this way. Yeah, set destination. We've got to walk all that way with our little kind of, our little sort of trolley cart type thing. Okay, fine. There we go. If anyone gets in the way, we just sort of mow them down with definitely not IKEA products. Okay, it's taken us a long while and it is quite late in the day, but we are here. There we go. Right, pop into here with all of our things. How do we unpack this? So do we just sort of click? Oh, place. There we go. I mean, yeah, we've got our bed. So I assume ours rotates it. There we go. Let's put the bed in the corner, look. So we can sleep, and if it gets a bit warm, we can pop the window open and some breeze can come in. Go back to there. The TV then. So can that, we'll place that. That goes on the wall. So if we're in bed, we can then watch TV. That's fine. And then the final thing is just one chair. We'll just place the one chair. We'll put the chair just there for now. There we go. So we can sit on a chair as well. We can entertain one guest. One person on the bed, one person on the chair. We do appear to have a definitely not IKEA flatbed type thing now. We'll just park that in here for now. Nobody saw that we've just stolen that. That's all fine. It's all fine. Hopefully the cops aren't going to come round. So yes, we are lacking a fridge. So we haven't got any kind of option to store food. So every day we're going to have to buy our own sort of breakfast and stuff. And I suspect maybe we are going to be quite hungry in the morning. We are working again tomorrow. So I think we're going to do that again. Because that's just kind of easy money. But right now, we can go to sleep in our own bed. We don't have to go... Hang on, I've just seen something. Pause time. Interior designer. Oh, yes. Okay, we have... Oh, no. We've got 4,000 monies. Is it $30 per section of wall? Or is it $30 for the entire of the apartment walls to be changed? Or is it per sort of section? Oh, and that's the flooring. We could have blue flooring. I think, yeah, okay, I remember this from the demo. I think it's 40 per thing, isn't it? So if we go, this is just an experiment, everybody, for science. If we pop that down and then go like that and then apply it, that's going to be 40, isn't it? So do that. Yeah, there we go. So, I mean, it looks like we have a little doormat going on now, which is quite fun. Right, okay, we won't go overboard with this place because hopefully we're not going to live here forever. Hopefully we can move to a slightly bigger, more extravagant place soonish, I would say. But yeah, there you go. So we can do some decorating, which is very exciting. Okay, right. Let's have a bit of a sleep. We are going to have to wake up. Let's wake up at... We're not that far away from where we work. So 7:11. So have a nice sleep. We made some money. Yes, have a little bit of a snooze. And then we are okay for energy. We are quite hungry, but that's okay. Right, pause time. Which direction do I need to go in? To where I work? I think it's just there on the corner, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so set that as our destination. It's just across the road and over there. So we should have plenty of time to run in, buy some food, eat the food very quickly because we're incredibly hungry, and then yeah, do a day of work. So yeah, we'll have that. Go to you guys. Hello, can we place that order? Brilliant. We're going to eat it right in front of you. And now we're ready. We are here. We'll put the paper bag over there. Look, that's fine. We'll pop it over there. And then, yeah, we shall start working. We'll do a day of work because that makes sense. So start doing a day of work. We'll skip time until the end. So I imagine, again, we're going to be really hungry, are we, at the end? No, we're okay. There appears to be a massive queue. maybe we're not very good at our job. Maybe Bernard's really bad at doing checkout stuff, which is why that queue is massive and that one isn't. Maybe we're just really awful, I don't know. But there we go. So we're now back over $4,000, which is okay. That's not too bad at all. Energy is looking okay, I imagine, because we slept in a proper bed. Food is looking a bit low. But yeah, we can top that up a bit by grabbing a quick snack. And then we are very, very happy. So I think with that done, we will wrap things up for now with our first little kind of step into big ambitions. We've kind of done the initial bit where we've kind of turned up with hardly anything, with only $50 to our name and a very exciting shirt, of course, but we've turned up with not much at all. And now we've got ourselves, okay, we have a loan, but yeah, that's fine. That's kind of how the modern world works these days. So got a bit of a loan to pay back, but we do at least have a place to live, we have a bed, we do have a TV, and let's not forget, we do have a chair. Yay for the chair as well. And I think, with that money left, we should next time when we come back, investigate exactly how much it's going to take to get ourselves another business set up. How do we do that? How do we go about setting up a little shop? Is it expensive? How much is the stuff going to be that we need to actually sort of, put into the shop or the stock and such like? So we need to look at that next time. But yeah, I think for now, we'll stop because we've got the basics out of the way. It's a very good point to wrap things up for now. End of a working day. And I think, we'll come back next time and just investigate what we need to do to open up our very first business. If we could make it a fashion business, that'd be amazing. We will have to see. We'll have to kind of investigate how that's all going to work out. But yes, we shall wrap things up for now. Come back next time and see what happens with the adventures of big beardless Bernard, who's out here in New York City. But yes, we'll finish up for now. Hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Big Ambitions. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. For as we all know, with cake comes spiritual enlightenment and also happiness.
That smell is totally not coming from any dark elder gods. Nope, not even a little bit.
Okay, so a little picture of us on the wall, just to remind everybody who's in charge around here. Oh, and this person here is saying, Penge, you're my friend. Tom, you're my friend too. Nobody likes a soggy bottom.